right, welcome in Thursday morning. And now I watched that Phillies game last night only because I had I had a 3-leg parlay that required Joe Girardi to use his head and not whatever. I guess his rear is what he's managing with.
Yeah, that's bad on you, because if you've been paying attention at all to Joe Girardi, he has not done a good job at all this year.
Well, look, I mean, there's no set of analytics that would tell you to leave Zach Wheeler in the ninth inning like that. None. Zero. So that's what happened to me is I'm sitting there riding this 3-leg parlay, just waiting for Zach Wheeler to get pulled. And instead I see a 3-run home run. And I'm going to enjoy the misery of the Philadelphia Phillies melting in front of our eyes, because nobody deserves anything positive with that team after fat-faced Girardi screwed it up again. And that's all I have to say about that. Screw you back to hell.
They screw it up no matter what they do. He brings in a bullpen arm, and that guy will blow it, or he keeps a starter in, who's supposed to be an ace, and he'll blow it. They just can't do anything right.
Not ace.
Ace.
Not his boy ace.
No.
Okay.
No. Now, Barrett's got some issues here today. We were just apprised of this about a half hour before the show, Eytan.
Yes.
We knew that he was going to be up at the football camp for Mark McMillan this morning, and then he was going to leave early to make his way back down to South Jersey to do the show like a responsible member of the middle.
Right.
And Mr. Mechanic has a breakdown with his vehicle.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
A water pump blew up in his car or truck, whatever he's driving, and he's stranded.
Right.
Not only am I stranded,
jeez, hold on.
I go out to be the good Samaritan like we are, representing the middle.
Hold on.
Why is that so loud?
Yeah, seriously. You got to hold on a second. All right, hold on a second. I got to turn you down, man, or something. I don't know what the hell is going on there. Are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. What could I be on?
Yeah, he's in his car.
His
vehicle.
I didn't know if you meant Bluetooth or if you were just talking into the phone. Are you on Bluetooth?
Not the Bluetooth. This is just the phone itself. It's a high quality phone, man.
Wow.
No,
high quality. This is not iPhone. This is Droid action, baby.
I'm on a Droid. I couldn't get any audio yet the other day.
Wow.
Hold on. We got to get. All right, go ahead.
So how far are you guys from Flower Town?
I don't think
Eytan's not that far. It's kind of in between where both Eytan and I live.
Well, you guys could have came and picked me up. And I just did the shit at one of you guys' house.
Yo, I got to leave. So
yeah.
Barrett's. Yeah, I think you would have had to done it at Harry's house.
Well, we only got notified at 10:30. There's no way I could have made it over there and back. In time. Right. He says, I broke down in Flower Town on my way back from Mark's camp. I have to do the show from my truck, then the tow truck. And this was at 10:34. So I was out of luck there.
Right. Now, your mic is better now. So tell us what happened initially when you were blasting us.
All right. So as I'm driving back, I go to the camp, I do the camp, and I'm driving back. And first of all, it took me an hour and a half to get there.
Wow.
Yeah. It's way up 309.
Yeah.
So I get up there, I do the camp with the kids, have fun with the kids, and I'm driving back, and all of a sudden I look at my instrument dial, and it starts heating up.
Wow.
So I'm just about to get on the turnpike at 276.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, it's like stop traffic right there. So I stop and I look, and there's the smoke start coming up from my truck. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I pull over. And when I pull over, I check everything out. So I look at my truck. The daggone belt is off the track. I'm like, why is my belt off the track? So then I got to say, all right, then if it jumped off the track, that means something is loose, something is tight, something's not right with the serpentine belt.
Oh man.
Long story long, I start moving stuff around. Everything's okay until I got to the fan. I touched the fan, and the fan is wobbling up and down. I'm like, I can't believe this. So my water pump is broke on it. So my fan is working. That's why it's overheating. But I definitely did. I definitely stopped a major malfunction in my truck. Because if I'd have kept driving with this thing, and that fan broke loose. It tore up everything in the front of the truck. I had the radiator,
wow,
everything else in it. So, I'm glad I got to it when I did. Pulled over, I called AAA. Nice man here at Flowertown Golf. Helped me out a lot. Great deal. His name is David Collect. Doing a great job, man. He let me pull over, put my truck in his gas station. So I'm doing the middle from Flowertown Golf gas station.
Wow,
yes.
The Flowertown Golf
on the Bethlehem Pike.
Yep, I know
where the Mill Road.
Yep. Wow, how long are you going to be there? Eytan asked.
At this point, I called the tow truck. Tow truck's supposed to be here in 30 minutes.
Okay, so, 30 minutes. Now is there anything to eat around there?
Well, I don't need anything to eat, man. I'm ready to get home.
What time did you get there this morning?
I was at the place at 8 o'clock.
Oh wow! Now
it started at 8. I was there at 8 o'clock. That means I got up at 6.
On the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Home loans that fit your life. Rocket can.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right, welcome in Thursday morning here. As no football tonight, unfortunately.
No.
I'm missing people knocking preseason football, and now we don't have anything. God,
I know. Yeah,
talk about this Eagles game Friday night.
Oh, I know. We can't. I just can't do it. I mean, the coach is still non-committed
to do that, guys.
Huh?
I was rushing home so I could talk about how the Eagles won the day again, which means that they're not going to play their starters, and it's not like Jalen Hurts is in need of playing. You don't get the proper reads like we've been stating for the longest.
Yeah.
And where am I at? I'm broke down over here, man. But at the end of the day, let's hope they could generate something in these next 2 weeks, which all these guys will be off for.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what do you like generate?
Say it again.
What could be generated?
They can't. That's what I'm saying. They can't get this. They can't get the same speed of the game. And it's not just me and older players that are saying this. But anytime you have a Super Bowl winning quarterback with 7 rings playing in the preseason, I would think that they would set an example and look at like, all right, Jalen, if he can play, you can play.
Right.
And I doubt seriously if Jalen doesn't want to play. Jalen wants to play. You can believe that. But I think Coach Sirianni is not letting, or Howie.
Well, I saw Daniel Jones is going to play this weekend for the Giants.
Is that right? Is that locked in?
Yeah, they're on record as saying he's going to get some time against the Bills. I don't know exactly know how long, but he's going to be in there.
Well, I would think so. He's one of those Belichick disciples, So why wouldn't he play a guy like Jones? He needs it, just like Hurts needs it. It's not like these practices really gives him a sense of too much. It gives him a sense of too much. Like they're relying on that way too much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
All right, we're back at 3 on SportsMap Radio, still live on the JAKIB Media YouTube page. We'll scrape as much as we can from this game moving forward. Jeez. Maybe something else. Hopefully something else. Like anything happening in the world, don't look at what's trending on Twitter.
Ron Jeremy's trending on Twitter.
Not for the right reasons.
No, I know. Is anybody ever trending for the right reasons?
Let's see. Multiple fatalities in Kabul.
Yeah.
Ron Jeremy for ridiculous, awful reasons. Lil Nas X is mad that people are upset at him, but not Tony Hawk.
Oh, jeez.
Muscle dysmorphia is very common in men and it's ruining lives.
Yes.
These are the top trends right now on Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter is worse than the news, than the local news.
It's terrible.
Carson, wait a second.
About?
Who knows? Who knows, man? Some blood.
Well, I'll tell you what he's bitched. I'll tell you what he's pissed about, because apparently he got flack from people when this sneaker came out that he said had some of his blood in it. Apparently, I don't know when this was. Whether it was a Nike product, I'm not sure. But now Tony Hawk is hawking some skateboard that allegedly has his blood on it, like part of the paint job, I'm assuming, and he's not getting enough flack. So that's what the beef is about.
Either one of these guys.
I agree.
Right? Like here's the beauty of it. If you never gave let's see, we're in the break here. If you never gave a shit about Lil Nas X shoes and you don't give a shit about Tony Hawk's skateboard, then you feel great about this story.
Exactly.
Well, I didn't even know that the shoes came out, and I wouldn't buy a skateboard for anybody, even if they wanted to skate. People don't skateboard anymore except professionals, right?
Which he is one, but well, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
Like, who's buying? Like, you buying a skateboard for your grandson, Barrett?
No.
I've never had a skateboard in my life.
There you go. Well, you're too big for a skateboard.
Right. So
that'd be like one of the milk crates.
He's going to be too big also.
But apparently there's also this thing all over Instagram. Nah, he tweaking, and that came from Lil Nas X too. It's like everybody's responding to everything on Instagram with a nah, he tweaking, which is Lil Nas X, I guess. I think he used that. I think he might have responded about the Tony Hawk skateboard that way, and now everybody's using it. See, I'm up with all the latest trends.
Yeah, I guess you are, man.
This is what I do at 5:30 in the morning when the wife wakes me up, and I got nothing to do but sit there in my bed and scroll through my phone.
Wow, I tell you, man, you're gonna get a good return of investment at 5:30. What else are you gonna do? Watch reruns of a show?
Right, exactly. There's nothing on TV.
In the morning, I'm not waking up. The only time I wake up at 5:30 in the morning is my dogs wake me up to go outside, and then I can fall straight back to sleep.
Joey B on the stream said, "There's always something up with this show." In other words, like Barrett's got his issues, Eytan has his issues, I have my issues.
Yeah.
This is The Middle on the Sports
That's right.
Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
See, here's the thing. We have another day to talk about this god-awful game. So whatever you're going to say today, save some of it for tomorrow. Nothing is,
I know.
Nothing is going. It's a walkthrough. Nothing is going to change.
Right. This show should be a walkthrough today.
It basically is.
Right.
I mean, seriously, it basically.
We're not putting the pads on today.
No.
I got news for you.
This is like, our intro should be, this is the middle where keeping it real goes bad. Because there's always something happening. You always hate to do something to us.
Now I'm thinking something's going to happen to me when I go out to Mark McMillan's event this later today at Boston Scott Golf.
Where is that again?
That's in Collegeville, apparently.
Well, yeah, but is there a store there?
Yeah, it's a retail location.
Okay,
I've never been there. That's why partly why I want to go.
He's gonna be grilling up some food, some grub.
Yeah, grilling with McMillan and bourbon and all that kind of stuff.
Well, he said he has an extra bottle for us also.
Is that right?
He does.
Yeah.
For us, because I will just drink it myself.
No, I think we get our own bottles.
Yeah,
okay.
I think so. Speaking of that, I had this. I got to find the name of it. I think the bottle is still upstairs. But have you had this where it's a red blend that's been kept in a whiskey barrel for like, I don't know, a year or something like that? So it's
like a red wine blend?
A red blend, right.
Yeah.
So it's a combo, I think, of a cab, and I'm not sure the other blend of it, but it's been barreled in whiskey.
Right.
Whiskey barrel. So it has, like, it doesn't taste like whiskey.
Yeah.
But it kind of has that wood-esque flavor with a little bit of a burn to it. So sometimes wine can have a little bite to it, right? This is this is more like a little bit, it's a small, subtle burn, but I don't know if he's got that up there. Whiskey blend, is that it? Or?
I've had one of those, Eytan.
Yes.
I've had the Apothic Inferno.
No, this is not. This is Apothic Red.
Yeah, Apothic Red.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Cooper and Thief.
Oh, you're talking, okay, Cooper and Thief. That's a little more expensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't to price you out.
No, it's not pricing me out. I'm just making a case that it's probably better.
I don't know. I mean, I just like the idea. You guys bring up whiskey, and
right.
Mighty Mouse having a bunch of whiskey bottles for us, and I just had this last night, and it's really good. Yeah, red blend aged for 3 months in bourbon barrels. I imagine yours is the same scenario, right? They're aging it in bourbon.
Yes.
You know what? An interesting fact that I learned. I watched a TV last weekend, and we always talk about dark or white or clear or brown. You're drinking that brown when it comes to liquor.
Yeah.
I did not know what dictates whether it's dark or white liquor is because
sitting in the barrel.
Stays in the still,
right?
If it's white, and then in the barrel, that's when it turns the whiskey brown.
Right.
I never knew that.
You never knew that?
Yeah.
No.
Man, I'll tell you what, Barrett is learning a lot of stuff on this show.
It's amazing.
Seriously, this is a daily education.
I tell you, there's something new all the time. Here's one for you. I had another drink last night that I am now and is moved up on my Mount Rushmore for seltzer drinks.
Oh.
Have you had the Jim Beam Highball?
No, I've never enjoyed any of the canned seltzer drinks.
That's because you're drinking malt liquor and seltzer. So what this is, it's bourbon. It's Jim Beam bourbon infused with the seltzer with a little hint of citrus. And man, it's a highball, but it's with seltzer, right?
I do my own infusions with Jim Beam whiskey on a nightly basis.
Look, this is healthier than whatever you're doing. Trust me. They've extrapolated all the negative, and they've added all these antioxidants or whatever.
Oh, really? So it's like drinking vitamins with your whiskey?
Yeah.
It's good for you.
It's better than the malt. The malt kills you. That's why like Zima and all that other
stuff's awful.
You as a kid, right?
Terrible.
Malt liquor. I mean, yeah, we'd all drink St. Ides, but man,
yeah,
I'm telling you, try the highball. All right, go up, not the low ball,
right,
but the highball. You'll thank me. Anybody on the stream who has done it, you've already been there. Yeah, High Noon for burger. I'm telling you, these are better.
Yeah, I'm not drinking any High Noons.
Why? What's that?
Well, it's like apparently my golf club goes through more High Noon than any other place in southeastern Pennsylvania. That's what the vendor told our people. There's nobody that drinks more High Noons than the 1912 Club, and I can really pretty much narrow that down to 2 people.
Really?
Yes. If these 2 people stop drinking High Noon might go out of business.
Are either one of them people that I know?
No.
Is the president of the local chapter of iHeartRadio being thrown under the bus here?
No. That's not him.
Okay.
No.
Just curious.
But it's just I just can't drink that seltzer product. If I want a vodka, I'll just go make my own vodka drink.
Well, yeah, this is the alternatives of vodka Sprite,
right?
Vodka tonic, which
Club soda.
Club, exactly.
Tonic's awful.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it should be a punishment if somebody does. You finish dead last in your fantasy league, you have to take a jug of tonic and
Schweppes, like a big bottle of Schweppes, and shotgun it.
So why do you drink vodka and tonic then?
I don't.
I don't put tonic in my body.
I don't either.
I don't understand it because vodka alone is nasty if it's just plain vodka. Then you put tonic in it, and tonic is definitely nasty. So now you got double the nastiness. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a
Take
second.
that for a quote. Double nastiness.
I like double nasty.
But what's wrong with vodka? Like you get vodka and 2 big ice cubes in a
that's good.
eyeball glass.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, vodka is the one thing for me that I don't need to add anything to. The better the vodka. Well, because you're probably drinking that bottom end crap, man. What are you?
You're right. Tito's is definitely bottom end, but I love
No, it's not.
No,
it's not bottom
Tito's.
end. Cassers.
I was like pop off.
Right. When you walk in the liquor store, just look down. It's on the bottom rack in any section. Just look at it. You could. I go in the liquor store and I just laugh. I look at some of these labels. I'm like, man, I wouldn't drink that if you paid me.
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
I used to make a drink out of that when I was in college. We call it oil. My fraternity, we call it oil. We take purple Kool-Aid, about 5 bags of sugar, all these fruit, we cut it up, and then we go down and get all the labels have, all you know is a black label, a white label, a green label. That's what you know to differentiate the gin, the vodka, the brown, and you put it all in this one trash can.
Right.
Bag in it, and you let it sit overnight. And then it was just amazing after that. Because it's too sweet to really know that you're drinking, and then you drink it so fast that you're just done.
And there's so much alcohol in it. Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
mixed up
bet
in.
you dumped a little grain in there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You got to.
Wow.
And
Those
then,
were the
next
days.
thing you know, you're waking up the next morning.
Those were the days
Don't know where
drinking
you're
out
at.
of a garbage can.
Oh.
Right.
To the point where you wouldn't even check if there was a bag in it.
Right.
Right.
Like that was the other thing too. Like you wouldn't even halfway through, you're drinking it. Like, wait a second, they didn't even put a bag in it this time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I tell you, what's going
Can you
on?
imagine that though? Vodka, gin,
Yeah.
rum, whiskey. I mean, all this stuff, tequila, all of it just mixed up together.
Yeah, isn't that sangria? Right?
I thought it was Long Island.
I guess. Yeah, it's one of the two. Jeez.
Yeah.
One of the two. Now, I did see something that came across here. I don't even know what to make of this because this is such this ridiculous practice crap that we try to and extrapolate. But apparently, Kenny Gainwell has been taking some first-team snaps ahead of Miles Sanders. And I forget what scenario it is. It's not goal line, but maybe it's like it's not third down either. Like it looks like he's taking a bunch of first-team snaps.
Right.
From Miles Sanders, and I don't know what the result of that is or why that is.
Well, I just saw that Sirianni was basically telling the media that Sanders isn't going to get all the carries. Like they're going to spread it around
For the game, yeah. Prep, Gainwell for the game. He's going to take the majority of the reps.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you know what? One guy I am going to be looking at, and I hope he plays, Andre Dillard.
Well, he'll play.
He is yet to play, right?
Right, but he's been practicing apparently this week. I'm sure he's going to play Friday night. He's got to. They're trying to trade him, I think.
Yeah.
So
who?
I don't know. Anybody that'll take him.
Oh, there are teams that'll take him.
Yeah.
I mean,
for what Howie wants. Howie's probably got a limit, though. He was a first-round pick. Howie's not going to just give him away for a seventh rounder. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember, wasn't Howie the worst agent?
Well, right. Nobody trusts Howie.
Nobody, right.
We learned that yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look, I think there are a couple of different ways to look at this, but specifically, I think a lot of people looked at this team like they're just going to be super top heavy. They're going to go out and they're going to try to win everything. But where I will agree with Nick Sirianni, and this is the bigger picture that we've seen with Jalen Hurts and the team, is that there's no pressure to run this like you're winning the Super Bowl this year, meaning like your best guys have to be out there for 95% of the snaps. Take a look at Kenneth Gainwell this year.
Oh, yeah.
Take a look at Quez Watkins this year. Take a look at guys that on normal circumstances, I think, fellas, right, we would be saying, you don't need to play the rookie. You don't need to play Watkins. It's 3rd and 4 in a 10-point game in the third quarter. What are you doing taking Sanders out? I feel like they're going into it already with the mentality like, you know what? We're really going to get a true look at everybody. The only position I think they won't do that with clearly is the quarterback. And thank God, because we don't need Joe Flacco or Nick Mullins rotating in at all. But that's kind of what I think they're doing this year, is they're taking a good, strong look at people that probably normally wouldn't get those, or at least as many looks in a regular we're going to win something season.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm on board with that. In fact, a couple months ago when we were talking about like how do we sort of encapsulate this season, and I said it's a look-see. And it's a look-see at a lot of different positions. It's a look-see at the coaching staff. It's just we're going to find every week we're going to learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
bunch of first impressions. We talk about the first impressions. When you're a young guy, what do you have to lose? At this point, running back position, Holyfield. They're going to take a real hard look at Holyfield, and the rest of those backs. They're going to look at the linebacker position, Davion Taylor got drafted last year.
Right.
What is
from
he
Colorado in the third round?
Yeah.
Yep.
All these guys got a lot of first impressions to go out there and try to ball, man, because Sean didn't play too well the last game he played in this last game. So he has a lot he has to do to get, back into the good graces of this coaching staff, Davion Taylor just got to get on the field. I mean, he hasn't been healthy enough. Kayvon Wallace. They're penciling him in as a starter until we get McLeod back. These are all guys that, wouldn't necessarily get the reps in practice if they didn't have the coaching staff that they have. Because this coaching staff doesn't know these players like the last coaching staff did.
Right.
So that's why I don't understand why J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, unless he can't do it, hasn't stepped up, especially when he's in with the 3s and the 4s.
All right, we got to take.
He should be stepping up and balling. He was a starter last year.
Let's explore more of that. We'll come back in 3 across the board, live and local from the JAKIB Media YouTube page and the Fritz and B and Cooley Law Studios. If you know someone who suffered a personal injury, contact Brian Fritz directly. The middle is sponsored by Pure Bull Beef Jerky. Get yours now at steersnacks.com and, of course, on SportsMap Radio.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
but as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
As long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Welcome to the Wildwoods, the perfect place where you can safely do everything or nothing at all. Catch a wave, take a nap, go for a drive, grab a bite. It's your vacation, and we're doing everything we can to make it a safe one. The Wildwoods. Your vacation, your way.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you. 1, 2, 3. Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
This is a key. It's a family tree. It's a pair of wings. It's a secret handshake. And a ticket to anywhere in the world. It's more than a uniform. It's the door to a world most people only dream of. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong. Try it on at GoArmy.com.
On the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
Yeah. We're back. Live on the network. What else? What?
That was quite a rejoin.
Well, I just want to make sure that we were back then going as well.
Right. Oh, Barrett joining us live from the Gulf Station in Flowertown, PA.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
You're going to just kind of dance around here as best you can.
What's that?
I think the tow truck guy's there.
Oh, is that right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Guys, let me get this loaded up, and then I'll get back to you, all right?
All right, you got it. You got it.
Great guy right here.
There he goes.
This is my radio show.
Okay.
We're on YouTube.
Okay.
I think I gave a big shout out to Flowertown Golf.
Okay.
You too, Dave. Appreciate you.
Flowertown Golf.
Flowertown Golf.
Oh, golf.
Not golf.
I was
No.
about to say, hey.
Golf, yes.
Yeah, not the golf.
Like
No.
golf as in the gas company.
Right. Not the Philadelphia Cricket Club, which is right down the street.
These guys are both golfers, so they love that.
I get it.
Can you get us in the cricket club?
Yeah. Can you get me on the cricket club?
Right.
That's a bad lane to be in, so you need to back up.
All right, we gotta get rid of
This
him.
is like a caller.
All right, guys, I'll be right back.
At the radio station at the drive-through.
Yes.
I'll take the Dunkin', the large coffee. And
Or like you, when you call me, you're always doing something else. Like you're always ordering something.
well, like ordering what? Food?
Yeah, you're either at at the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through or at the dispensary or someplace where you're. Hold on a second, and then 2 large coffees.
Right. Well, that's the thing. I don't have much time, man. You know, and to be honest, me running down the street a mile away from my house to grab a small cup of black coffee that I could easily make in my house is more of an exercise in departure than it is anything else. I mean, my father-in-law he always says it's like, yeah, I've got to go get the coffee. And it's basically like you've got one of these amazing coffee makers at home, but it's all about getting out.
Just getting out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So that's more of it.
Now, it's like a 10-minute reprieve from the rest of your life.
Yeah. It really is. Man. Just like, okay.
I get it.
Now, what's happening? Is he what's going on right now? Do we have any idea what's going on right now?
With Barrett?
Yeah.
I think he's getting his truck towed.
No, but like, what's the time for? Is he done?
I don't know. You never know with him. There's always something.
Wow. I didn't realize if he was going home or if he just needs to take care of something now and is going to be back with us.
I think they're getting his truck loaded up on the tow truck. That's what I think is happening.
Okay.
And then I would assume he would join us again from the tow truck.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense.
I mean, that would be good radio.
Right. Did you see there is this new thing that I guess DraftKings is now a part of? It's called, there's already a site or technically an app that they've bought called Simple Bet. Have you seen this?
No.
So with Simple Bet, it's a pretty, like, I thought it was already happening at other books. So it could be just that this is the new way that DK is introducing it, but you can bet on everything like balls and strikes, how many yards a play will go for in the NFL.
Will it be a pass or a run? That kind of stuff?
I think that, yes. So Jake Paul, Nakisa Bidarian, probably from the UFC.
Okay.
And Jeffrey Wu are the 3 people that have basically funded this thing. And then DK picked it up. So it's pretty crazy where they've added all of this. Yeah. New micro betting markets. That's what they call them now.
Micro betting. Okay.
Right. So I have screen caps here. Let me like this tweet and then I can bring it up and show you because it's pretty. I thought
you're interested in this.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not interested. The difference, I think, with me and maybe just like people excited that this exists. I'm only interested if lines make sense, right? If odds make sense. Like I'm not just going to sit on one app because they have this and constantly wait for live betting is not easy because they're on top of it, right? Very rarely do they put some, and when they make a mistake, a lot of smart, sharper people than me pounce on it. So what I'm looking at is, can I take advantage of a soft or loose line with what's the next play? But, here's another thing too. We know our teams, so maybe there's a chance that, we can do something here. Let me pull this up here and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But I don't know. Does that interest you to be able to micro bet essentially? That's what
I think that's just absolutely like madness. That's just too much. I don't want to have a problem. Let's just put it that way.
Well, where do you draw the line?
Here, right here. This is where I draw the line. Russian ping pong, which you have stepped over, and this.
Micro, that's not micro. The market isn't even micro. That's an international.
No, but that's another line that I draw.
That's fair.
Okay.
Look at this. You can go third plate appearance, 6th inning on base versus Nathan Eovaldi. And then DJ Peters, third plate appearance, 6th inning on base versus Eovaldi. Yes. Hit, walk, hit by pitch. No. I mean, some of that stuff, right? This is where I think you can take advantage of it, is if you're watching this game. Like if there's a Phillies game and Bryce Harper is 0 for 3 and
3 strikeouts.
Or the opposite, right? Where maybe he has torn the cover off the ball for 2 or 3 times and they're hard outs. You know that phrase,
right.
It's a hard out.
Well, then they'll walk him.
Which you can get plus money on. And look, you're getting hit. Look, I'm not advocating for this specific bet. I'm just showing you what they have.
It's an example, yeah.
Yes. Now think about the NFL. We don't know a damn thing about Nick Sirianni, but let's look at a couple of teams. Like Cleveland, I think this would be a good team to micro bet.
Run the football.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. You start to, figure out a team's identity.
Yeah.
And their personnel that's on the field. You get it. You would have the time to sort of take a look at that. Like when do you have to have the bet in? Let's say for a football play. Like, is it sort of like when they got to turn off the headset with like 15 seconds or something left in the play clock? Is there a time limit, before the snap? Like, it must be like 5 seconds before the snap. How do they even know that? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
Or is it just before the snap? As soon as the snap, it goes off the board.
Correct. That's it. It's off the board once it's snapped. You can't bet while he's dropping back.
No, I get that. But I'm saying, would there have been any, I guess it'd be impossible to figure, to even say, well, 5 seconds before the snap, because you don't know when you're going to snap it.
Yeah, that's true too.
You could snap it before, the clock gets to 1 or 0.
That's true.
Plenty of teams do that. So I guess it would just have to be on the snap.
All right, we're back in 3 on Sports Map Radio. Still live, waiting for Barrett at some point. That's a good point, though.
No, I'm just, I'm sort of thinking out loud here with this stuff. I would much prefer that with football than baseball.
Well, okay, here's what I was actually going to specifically bring it up with you about, because they're going to allow this in golf. And I feel like with golf, this is where someone like you who's paying attention to a tournament is really going to be able to take advantage of an approach shot hit the green versus not, or tee shot hit the green versus not, stuff like that, right?
So it'll be fairway. Does he hit the fairway as an option or not?
Yep. Off the tee from the green, second shot in. Right.
Make the putt, miss the putt.
Yes. Par. Now, again, you can do that somewhat as far as like matchups. Who wins hole 17? Is it Bryson or Webb Simpson? Something like that, depending on the grouping. But in this case, you'd be able to take full advantage of watching guys. Think about this.
Getting a feel for how they're playing that particular day.
Especially if we're talking about a tournament like this one where there's a no-cut, small field, 70 guys. You can see somebody just miss, right? Where maybe their putting is killing them the first 2 days. Well, that's a pretty wide variable, right? Like you could make the argument that if you're striking the ball and you're hitting the ball off the tee well, putting's going to come one day at least, right?
Well, yeah, except it didn't come for 2 of my guys last week. Paul Casey and Daniel Berger were both top 10 in strokes gained approach, and they were dead last and second to last in putting for the week. Just terrible.
To make you feel any better, probably not. But I had Berger in like all of my I had him in like 70% of my lineups.
I know.
I didn't see you in the swing and ding it though. Where were you last week? I missed it this week. So
I'm in this week.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm in this week.
And now you're in it with the 70 guys and everything.
Right.
Whittled down here.
Right.
Whittled down.
Yeah.
That's
I'll tell you what my lineup is now that the tournament has started.
Wait a
second. See what you're thinking about this.
You're only running one, right?
Yeah.
Look at the difference here.
I'm not getting crazy.
No, how many I'm running right now?
150.
Yeah, just 170. Sorry,
170.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll give you my login for this cruncher here, and you could just push a button, and you're going to get 170 lineups. And I crunch them where I have 5 unique players per lineup, right?
Okay.
So every crunch, every individual lineup of the 170 has at least 5 unique players. Meaning it's not like each lineup has a combination of 5 unique guys, and then it could be, anybody from like Taylor Gooch or Ortiz at the bottom to like Rom heavy time. So yeah, let me hear. This is so for those of you out there who are understanding this. Although, be honest with you, if you know about betting, DFS has been bigger, at least in the mainstream, for a while. Yeah. This is what you would call for Harry Mays a cash lineup, meaning it's a lineup that he is putting in smaller amounts that is meant to win money, as opposed like even your money back, as opposed to like you going in one of these 50,000 entry tournaments and hoping that this one wins, right?
Right. I think in ours, the only first and second place wins money.
Right. So ownership to you matters a lot less than when I'm putting 170 lineups in a 50,000 entry, because I want to fade a lot of the heavier owned guys.
Right.
So for you, you could get all 6 of your guys could be heavy owned. It doesn't matter because you're in a smaller tournament and you just want to be 1 or 2.
Now, do you have who's heavily owned at your disposal? Like if I give you a name here, you could say, all right, Louis Oosthuizen.
Give me 1 second here because I need to go to my guys. Now, I'll tell you this. Why don't you? Okay, I'm in here now, and I need to find a lineup that has Louis in it. So I'll come back to Louis. Who else do you have?
Corey Connors.
Wait, I just saw Corey. Corey Connors is 13.6% drafted in DraftKings.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Paul Casey.
Let me see here.
I'm going to the well one more time.
Look, Case again, for you, it matters a lot less. For me, 20.8%, 21% of the field.
Okay.
Now that's a look to put things in perspective. Rom and others have been taken now because he's more expensive. But like here's the thing,
like 10,000.
Right. Paul Casey. The reason why Paul Casey is so heavily owned is because he's got a legit shot at winning this thing, and he's at 8,200 on DraftKings.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So the cost is like super workable.
Russell Henley.
Let me see here real quick.
I got 2 more then.
Yeah. Why don't you give us your lineup? Go back from the start.
Okay.
And give us your lineup 1 through 6.
Oosthuizen, Connors, Casey, Henley, Kokrak, and Bradley.
Ooh, a little Jason Kokrak.
Yeah. I love the crack man.
He's burned us. Kokrak is 7.5%.
Okay.
You had Corey Connors?
Yes.
13.6%.
All right.
And who was the last one?
Casey, Henley, Kokrak, Bradley.
Wow, that's not a bad. It's not a bad. You stayed away from both 2 guys that I thought you might play, which was Aaron Wise and Rio. You didn't like either one of those guys.
Grillo?
Yeah, Grillo.
No, I didn't like him at all. I kind of like Wise.
You just didn't. You couldn't work him in.
No.
Rory only 12.3% owned.
Yeah, he stinks.
Wow.
He's telling everybody how tired he is. I've just played so much golf.
Who is this guy? Cole Hamels.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want this season.
Cole Hamels is game on compared to Rory right now.
Remember that?
Yeah. Look at Eugenio. Eugenio on the stream says, talk football like we're some kind of trained animal. Talk football.
Let's do it. Well, what do you want? What do you want to hear?
We've been talking about the same damn thing for the last 2 weeks.
Let's see here. Should Miles Sanders get the majority of the first team reps
on Friday night against the Jets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who should get more stream right now? Or more action. Hit us up on the stream. Let us know. We'll read the best answers.
Right.
About who should get more action. Is it Kenny Gainwell or Miles Sanders?
Or Boston Scott.
Is Boston Scott still on this team?
Yeah. Yes, I think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What? He got cut?
I thought so.
Really?
No, I'm like not serious in the sense that he's cut, but I'm serious in the sense that like I just didn't think he was back. That's all. Right?
Isn't that dump truck? That's what Barrett calls him, right?
I guess he is. Since they got rid of Kerryon Johnson, I guess is he the third string or is it Jordan Howard technically?
I think it's Jordan Howard.
Yikes.
Yeah.
There's no way Miles Sanders is going to play a ton of action here.
On Friday? Maybe nothing.
There's just no way. No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh.
Just in general. Like I can't see this man at all. Like at all.
Yeah, Boston Scott's on the roster.
Okay, just making sure. You have any interest in this week 1 game yet?
Against Atlanta?
Yeah, it's funny because I think the only thing that would really impact me as far as betting that game would be Jalen Hurts. So if Jalen Hurts and the starters play a first quarter, then I would bet the Eagles. I would take the 3.5.
Oh, you're talking about the Jets game.
No, I'm talking about the Falcons game.
Oh.
If he doesn't play at all, then I'm staying away from that game. I'm not touching it. I might just go under, to be honest with you. I think the under is still a good play.
Well, why wouldn't Jalen Hurts play against the Falcons?
No, I'm talking about Friday night. That's what I'm using as a barometer.
Okay.
So let me restart here.
All right.
If Jalen Hurts plays a quarter minimum on Friday night, then, or a quarter's worth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. So what's the point?
Who are you talking to now?
So here's my question. Jalen Hurts plays a quarter versus Jalen Hurts doesn't play at all. If the first comes to fruition, then I would take the Eagles at plus 3.5. I think
against Atlanta.
I think you can actually get it at 4, to be honest with you.
Why are you basing that game on whether he plays a quarter?
Because I haven't seen him.
Oh.
And nobody's seen him. And
I thought we liked the under in that game.
We do.
Yeah.
I think but here's the thing. If Hurts comes out and they move the ball, yes, it's the Jets. Yes, it's the Jets.
Yeah.
Then it kind of moves away from this whole cloud of winning the practice and all that other crap that gets piled on with it. So I feel more confident.
Okay.
That
I see that.
Can stay in that game. If he doesn't play at all, then I think it's just an underplay, and I stay away from the line.
From the side.
Yeah, I don't want to risk anything because it's such an unknown.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm with you there. I'm definitely loving the under in week 1 against Atlanta because we thought that was pretty inflated anyway.
Yep.
And Atlanta hasn't done nothing during this preseason either. We talk about the Eagles not really, lighting things up offensively or playing a lot of starters. Atlanta's doing the same thing.
Yeah, and it's
really hard to read.
That's the thing. I don't know how fast. Like a couple of guys are going to step in. I think Gage has an interesting opportunity, and that whole wide receiver core with a hole that's left from Julio, although he was hurt and all. It's just the defense is not really much to look at. And I think both of these teams are just going to struggle to score more so than not. 48.5 seems
a little high.
Right. You kind of can't pass it up.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's a dome game and all that kind of stuff, but still, it seems high. How much does what does Pitts look like? I haven't heard any kind of uproar about how he's looked in preseason yet.
Right,
Kyle Pitts.
And here's the thing too: a lot of what the Falcons have been doing over the last year or so has been throwing while down. Right, if you're in a close game, it's 10-7. Into the third quarter now. You're not opening it up. Now, that doesn't mean that there will be some X plays and that they'll try and hit Gage or Calvin Ridley down the field. And you mentioned Kyle Pitts. We'll see about the matchup, but they're bringing in Mike Davis this year. There is at least some commitment to running the ball. And I think what's going to hurt the total is the fact that this is going to be a close game. I think both teams are starting off the season, to your point, Harry, not having a full, complete preseason. And this is going to be a little bit of testing waters and trying to just play more conservative.
Close to the vest.
Yes, yes. Well, why would Nick Sirianni open it up when you're up 10-3 or down 10-7 in the third quarter? And then same on the other end. And I'm using a lower score here just because, if you want to look at 14-10 or if you want to look at 17-10, something like that, I don't see the second quarter, the second half being the shootout. When both teams are, as you said, play close to the vest. I think that's probably the best way to look at it.
They have Cordero Patterson listed as a running back on their depth chart on Our Lads.
Is that right?
Yeah. That's interesting.
I think, it's probably for roster stuff, right? So that you can keep an extra wide receiver on there, knowing that you're probably not going to keep a ton of running back. Look, Mike Davis is going to be their bell cow until he goes down.
Right.
So it would be interesting to see how they use Patterson because he's a guy that can move around a lot. He's a rich man Chenault.
Right.
So,
good special teams guy.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's probably another reason why you'll see that too. So I don't know, man. I think, is there anything else that maybe we can tease this total with? Right? Let's look at this here.
Week 1?
Yeah, 48. So let's go under 48 first and foremost, right? I'm really tempted to go under the first game Thursday night. Dallas, has Dak not even suited up for a preseason game?
Not yet. But he's going to play in that game.
He's going to play, but if I bump that to 57.5, are you going to go over that?
No. What's it at flat? Like what's
50.5?
I'd still
hovering around
under.
that key number of 51. So it's just under that, but still, I think I'm trying to find here a nice little teaser that we can take advantage of. Like I don't want any part of that Jacksonville-Houston game.
No, what's the total in that game? Like 37?
45.5.
Oh, that seems pretty high.
Yeah, it's higher than the Chargers-Washington game. I want to look right. Okay, so you scour and see if there's any totals that jump out. I'm looking at lines here, or lines or totals that jump out at you, because I think that we can confidently, while the Giants and Washington is available on the look-ahead line, as are week 2's available on the look-ahead. Actually, the whole week. The whole season's available. I'm on DK, and the whole season appears to be available on the look-ahead line.
Let me get on there.
Oh, man. I wonder now. Chiefs are 8.5 week 2, right?
Who do they have week 2?
Chiefs and Eagles. Here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Oh,
so I wonder if we should just be teasing down Eagles. Well, Carolina, we don't want any part of.
Can you combine week 1 and week 2 games?
You should be able to. No, I guess you can't tease those. Oh, wait. I stand corrected. All right. This is what I've put together. You ready?
Yeah.
Under 48, Eagles, Falcons. Under 50.5, Bucks, Cowboys.
Right.
Chiefs minus 8.5 week 2. Bucks minus 7.5. Was that week 3, right? Or 4? Pardon me, week 4. Because Carolina's in between them. 6-point teaser returns us at plus 260.
That's pretty good.
Here's something.
Do you need all 4 of those bets in there, though?
Well, to get a plus 260 back on, how about this, Harry?
What is it? Just 3 plays?
Well, before I do that, before I kill that one, and you tell me which leg do you want me to kill? Tampa laying the 7.5, Kansas City laying the 8.5, under 50.5 Thursday night to open the season, or under 48 week 1 Eagles Falcons.
Tampa laying the 7.5.
Okay. So before I do that, a 4-leg 13-point teaser returns only minus 140. Only minus 140. All right. Let's say an average $100 bettor wanted to place something on there, right? Well, you'd bet $100 to win $171, right? And that's net, right? Oh, that's gross. Pardon me. Let's say that, this is a quasi futures. Let's say somebody wants to bump it up a little bit. Bet $1,000 to win $714.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I've added 13 points to everything. So we're under 61 now for the Eagles Falcons. Under 3.5 for the Cowboys Bucks. The Chiefs are getting 4.5 in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
And the Bucks are getting 5.5 in Philadelphia.
You're able to do that?
Yes. See?
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm telling you, man. People make fun of me, but look,
I'm not making fun of you.
No, not you. I said people.
Oh,
people. There's a difference. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back in 3 here. I will track down Barrett and the tow truck. I thought we would get like front seat, right? Is he riding in the front seat of the tow truck?
I would think so, if there's room for him.
Yeah. All right, we're live still on. We'll break before the top. We're live on the JAKIB Media YouTube page. Back in 3 on Sports Map Radio. Oh, whoops, that was down. 13-point teaser, man. All right, so you want me to kill the?
That's incredible. No, I like that. Now, if you can move the number by 13.
Well, you're laying 140 though. You're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Jeez.
I tell you
now, where are you doing this at? DraftKings?
Yeah, I think you can do it at DK. Any place that
on your phone, you're doing it. Because I don't see that available here. I'm on their website.
I'm on their
sports book.
Yeah, I'm on their site. I just put them together. On the bottom, there's a parlay, and then to the right of it says teaser. So it's built automatically as a parlay, and then if you go to the right next to it says teaser on the bet slip.
Oh, okay. Oh, on the bet slip. All right.
Yeah. So, but look, I mean, FanDuel is going to let you do it. Any place that allows a teaser is going to allow multiple points. I don't know if FanDuel or others are allowing a 13-point teaser. That's really
that's aggressive.
Well, I mean, I love that. 500 wins you what? That's not terrible. 857 for $500. So 500 to win 357. You can still be in that range.
Now, did you see there was a Phil Steele college football preview magazine?
No, I saw
sighting last night while I was watching my show.
What happened? Can you explain this?
Yeah, in Longmire.
No, I know.
Episode of Longmire, season 2, episode 10, I believe it was. And Sheriff Longmire's in the hospital because his daughter got in an accident, got hit. So,
now, real quick, what's the guy's name who plays Longmire again?
His real name?
No, the actor. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. Right. He's in the guy I've never heard of before.
Got it.
He's really good, though, in this role. I'll have to IMDb him and see if, what else he's done. But he's in the hospital, and because he's there with his daughter, and he's out like in the waiting room, and this other guy who's there because his son is in the hospital starts up a conversation with him about football because his kid is a football player. So the next time he comes back to the hospital, he wants to talk to this kid because he needs information regarding this supplement that the kid was apparently taking, and it's illegally being manufactured in Wyoming. So he's trying to shut this thing down. So what he does, he kind of, ingratiates himself with the kid by bringing him the Phil Steele college football preview magazine.
Oh my God.
And it gets a full on, cover on the shot. Like it's really great product placement and publicity for Phil Steele.
Hold on a second.
When we get him on next time, I got to ask him about it, how that got arranged.
I'm emailing our buddy Eric Nemeth right now.
Yeah.
Because we need to figure this out.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Middle on the Sports Map Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right, we're still waiting on the flatbed, right?
I would assume it's a flatbed.
Honestly, Harry, I think Joey B, you'd have to scroll back up, but I think Joey B has placed odds on what type of tow truck
I'm sure he has
picked up Barrett Brooks.
A big one. It would have to be a big tow truck because I think he's got a pretty big truck. And Barrett is a big man, we know. So I don't know, can he sit? Is there a second seat in the tow truck? Some of those trucks, they have like the console comes back around and they sacrifice the second seat.
Second seat is out in order to maximize what?
Just the controls and all the stuff that they need.
Oh, I didn't know. I think if you put something back in there, that's all.
Yeah.
No. That's I didn't realize that, man.
Sometimes.
So Barrett, does he have that though, or you're just saying in general?
I'm saying it's a possibility. Robert Taylor is the actor's name that plays Sheriff Longmire.
Yeah, he's got this look to him where I'm trying to figure out who he reminds me of. Not the old Robert Taylor, by the way. If people are looking up the actor from the, I guess, 40s and 50s, right? 50s.
Yeah, no, that's not him.
No, this is the updated Robert Taylor Longmire.
Right. This guy's probably in his 40s or 50s.
Now, he's an Aussie. You know that, right?
Yes, he is. He's Australian.
But he doesn't have an Australian accent.
No, you can't tell. You can't tell.
Is this the easiest accent to do? How hard is it, right? How hard is it to do an American accent?
Just an American.
Well, and I say that like American cheese. I mean, there are different dialects all around the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I imagine doing, I don't know what the easiest dialect would be, but it seems like a lot of actors and actresses can pick this up. All right, so what episode? Do you remember this? What this was?
Yeah, it was season 2, episode 10.
look, I put out the bat horn for Phil Steele, so we're back in 3 on the.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Welcome to the Wildwoods, the perfect place where you can safely do everything or nothing at all. Catch a wave, take a nap, go for a drive, grab a bite. It's your vacation, and we're doing everything we can to make it a safe one. The Wildwoods. Your vacation, your way.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at ibew98.org.
On the field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
This is a key. It's a family tree. It's a pair of wings. It's a secret handshake. And a ticket to anywhere in the world. It's more than a uniform. It's the door to a world most people only dream of. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong. Try it on at GoArmy.com.
All
right. It was actually episode 11. I made a mistake. Okay. Episode 11, season 2. Now, did you see? I saw this on Sports Law Lust's Instagram feed, which is a must follow, by the way. Dan Lust, the Nirvana baby.
Yeah.
The baby that was on the album cover of the Nevermind record from Nirvana, which was a monster hit, is apparently suing Nirvana.
Yeah, so apparently this is something that's happened like a bunch of times and has been like a repeat thing for him.
Well, I don't know if the lawsuit is a repeat thing for emotional distress, but he has recreated the photo multiple times and various anniversaries of the album's release. So Dan Lust points out he's seeking $2.5 million in damages for emotional distress. But how distressed could he have been if he recreated the photo again and again and again? It's a great point.
And that's what I'm saying. Like there have been, it may not be the same exact case, but there have been other attempts by this guy to sue the band, usually when something popular, for better or worse. Like when Cobain died, there was a lot of that resurfacing as well. Where and look, it wasn't his likeness that was stolen. His parents gave them the likeness for it.
Right. It must have been offered up from a photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
He was probably one of these little baby actors, that was probably, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Like if it's a stock, even if it's a stock photo that Nirvana had to pay for, it's not something that was given in a stock mode, like illegally.
Right.
That's all I'm saying is, yeah, this looks like it has no legs to it, right?
No, I wouldn't think so. Frivolous lawsuit is what we call these.
Right.
I said, let me guess, an unemployed barista who needs a new tattoo.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But I understand there's some serious stuff going on right now in the world as the show began over in Afghanistan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to, say that I'm kind of trying to pay one eye's worth of attention on it and just hope that none of our people were harmed. Bombs going off.
Looks like there might be some of our own people who are. I don't know, as far as the casualty is a broad term, so
yeah,
it doesn't mean that somebody is dead. It doesn't mean that somebody was next to something. It just means that it's a term used. But yeah, it does look like as more stuff does pop in. But
explosions.
That's not even on that's moved down. Take this for what it's worth. But Twitter has moved this off of its main trend.
The Afghanistan thing?
Yeah, and has replaced it with Cole Beasley.
Oh, wow.
Because that's way more important.
Yeah, right.
You can still get the Cardinals, by the way, at +3.
Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right. I have amended our bet slip, Harry, and I think I might jump in on this, to be honest with you. This might be the one. This is it, as they say. Ryan Tannehill, double vaxxed and all, has been placed in the COVID protocol.
Right? Yeah, I saw that.
Now, I don't know how long this young man is out, but a lot of people have been already and are remaining pounding this drum of Arizona +3 on the road in Tennessee. What I would like to do is add a fifth leg to our already created parlay here. Under 48, Eagles, Falcons, week 1. Under 50.5, Thursday night football to open up the season. Cowboys, Bucks. Chiefs, week 2, -8.5 in Philly. Bucks, week 4, -7.5 in Philly. And then Arizona +3, week 1 at Tennessee. Now, here's the bad news. There's good news and bad news. The bad news is adding a fifth leg has removed anything higher than a 7-point teaser. So there's the catch. Once you get to 5, that 13-point teaser is out. However,
Stephen A.
7 is still workable here across the board. So let me rephrase in this short open here, and we'll have fake news, Brooks or not today. Let me rephrase what we have instead. I'm going to go under 55 Eagles Falcons. I'll tell you what, I'll read down the 5 post teaser and you press your luck, hit the button when you don't like it. Okay.
All right. And we're going 5 of these options now.
Well, they're all 5 together, 5 legs, 7-point teaser.
Okay.
So the new line looks like this: under 55 Eagles Falcons.
Love it.
Under 57.5 Thursday night football.
Love
Cowboys,
it.
Bucks. -1.5 Chiefs in Philadelphia.
Love it.
-0.5 point for the Bucks in Philadelphia.
Love it.
And then lastly, Cardinals +10 in Tennessee.
Oh, man. Oh, yes. Let's go. I mean, let's go.
All right. Let me place this wager.
And what are the odds on that now?
+320.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm about to put $100 on this sucker here. All right. We're back in 3 on the network. Man, so you want to hear something crazy last night? You talk about a bad beat. It's like a bad beat DFS style here. Actually, I don't even think I have enough money in my DK account. So let me deposit real quick. Like an idiot. So I jumped in this showdown for the Dodgers and Padres game last night.
I went 16 innings. Yeah.
So I jump in the showdown and I forget to set my lineup.
Okay.
So in order to change your lineups out on DK and others, you need to create a ghost lineup, and then you could swap them out on a spreadsheet. So I created a ghost lineup, but I didn't pay attention to it. I was just like, oh, yeah, give me da-da-da-da-da just to fill it. So I knew I was going to replace it. Like an idiot, I forgot to get in there. So I wasted – there's nothing more frustrating than wasting $100 or however much your entry fee is on a tournament that you – it's like if you put a lineup in just to dummy it, right? On like Monday, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I'll change it Wednesday night before they tee off Thursday morning, and you forget to change it. And you're stuck with your dummy lineup.
Right.
Now, I had 10 entries in this thing, and they were all dummy lineups, so it was awful. But here's what I would say. On the flip side, let me show you this here, since people won't believe me. They'll say it's edited. You ready for this one?
Yep. I'm sending Philly Godfather the link.
Oh, for today?
Yeah. See if he can come on.
Came in third last night in the pinch hit, right? So it was like 40. You can't see it with the arrow here, but there's 48,000 entries in this. Came in third. Won $100 for a 25-cent entry. Total, I put 150 entries in there at 25 cents. It comes to like $37.50. So
no, wait, you won how much? $100, and there's 48,000 people in it?
Well, no. So there are two things involved here. I won one entry. I put 150 entries in this tournament last night, right? There are 47,000 entries in it, right? So one of mine came in third, and that won $100. But a bunch of others won money. So I wound up netting for the $37.50. I wound up netting $120. So that's not bad, right? You basically wager $37.50, and then the other was the wiffle ball, where I came in 10th out of 115K. But check this out. So this is what happened last night, right? I'm watching this Red Sox game, and they finally push it into the ninth inning, bottom of the ninth inning, and I'm in first place. So my first place, like I won last week, that wins $500 if you win first place in this tournament. So I'm sitting in first place, and all I need is Kiki Hernandez to just not hit a home run. That's it. Just don't hit a home run. That's it. Guy hits a solo shot, and I go from first to third. Yeah, and I lose $400 on that home run.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Talk about a bad beat.
I'm telling you. Bottom of the ninth, like, dude. And then I had Schwarber, right? So if Schwarber, who was up next, if he just got a double, I would have had enough points. He flies out to end the game.
Of course.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Wow. No, we're going to get him on tomorrow.
Oh, not today?
Yeah, tomorrow. It's better for him.
Barrett Brooks and Harry May.
Now, should we be a little greedy here, Harry, and run this as a 6.5-point teaser to bump it up to 350, or a 6-point teaser to bump it up to 400?
I just want to win.
Okay. We'll keep it at a 7-point teaser. Now, this is my bet, so
right.
Unless you're going to Venmo me some money.
No, I'm good.
I don't want
I just like them all. Though.
Burger thinking like this is some communal thing.
No. This is not charity.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, we'll get the Philly Godfather on tomorrow.
Okay.
It was kind of pressing it to get him on in this final hour.
Is that right?
Tomorrow will work better for him.
Yeah, look, that's fine too, because we'll have a ton to talk about week 0.
Right. It'll be a nice little 10 to 15 minutes where Barrett could take a snooze.
Well, no, he'll talk college football, right?
Yeah, I know.
No?
He'll want an advanced line on South Dakota against Kansas.
Not Barrett.
Right.
I will, though.
No, you will. Barrett couldn't because he's got to do the game.
That's not letting me place this wager, so I don't know what's going on here now.
Yeah, the Penguin AZ on the stream is asking, are you betting any of the Little League World Series games?
The only place you can do that is on the global market.
Right.
And I told you before this thing started, South Dakota has this kid who's got to be 20 years old.
Oh, yeah?
The way he's throwing the baseball. It just lights out. Everybody, nobody's going to get a hit. So, yeah, if I were to bet it, I would do that. But I don't know. I didn't put anything on it to answer the question. No, I think I'm going to stay away from it.
Well, as soon as the Eastern Pennsylvania team from Oaks was out, I was out.
That's it? You were done?
Yeah. I think they got beat by Oregon.
Really?
I think they got eliminated by the Oregon squad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do here, Harry, is I'm going to have to take out the week 2 and week 4 look aheads and only combine week 1. So we've got under 58. I have a 3 ready. I know this is an evolving segment here.
Okay, so we're down from 5 legs to 3.
Yes. Now this is what these are my options. All right, I can do a 3-pick teaser, which is what I'm going to do at 6, 6.5, 7, or 10. 10 only returns minus 120. Under 58 for our game week 1 in Atlanta. Under 60.5 for the Cowboys Bucks, and the Cardinals are now bumped up to 13 on the road in Tennessee.
Wow.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, that's
$140 pays back $256.66 gross.
Okay.
So you're basically betting $140 to win $116.
So they won't allow you to combine weeks.
Doesn't look like that.
Okay.
Not on a teaser. It doesn't.
All
look
right.
like I'm in on that. I like that.
You could probably do it on just a flat parlay.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But I don't want to risk it on that. Like you said, I just want to win.
Exactly.
That's it. I just want to win. Now, before we get back to, let's get it back to the Eagles. Do you have anything updated that we should know about today? Like, do you have any plays going on today or tonight? Did you play anything in the golf tournament?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Here's what by the way, I have some insight I want to run by you from. It's hard now with the preseason and everything to bring on somebody specific for the BMW, but I wanted to relay from our buddy Max, who joined us a couple of weeks ago, some insight that he said about live betting this tournament. But I'm curious where you have this.
Live betting the golf tournament.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I have not done that as of yet. But hold on. DraftKings just booted me out here. All right, here we go. I got Colin Morikawa.
Okay.
To win plus 1,800. I had Keegan Bradley in a top 10 finish plus 500.
I like it.
Corey Connors plus 350 top 10 finish.
That's aggressive, these top 10 finishes. I love it.
Louis Oosthuizen to win at plus 3,000. And that's it. I put those in this morning.
Before the tee at 9:30 a.m.
Correct.
Those are strong plays. Which one are you the least confident in?
Well, I mean, the win plays are just,
Yeah, but you've also done enough reasoning behind it too.
Yeah, well, I mean, Morikawa is the best iron player in the game.
Right.
He's capable of winning any week that he tees it up. He was poor last week, missed the cut, so I'm expecting him that he was grinding this week.
Got it.
And is gonna play well. So I have confidence in that. He can win it anytime he tees it up. Louis has been so damn good the entire season. He's the best putter on tour. He's got a great iron game too. So I think the perfect golf course for him. I feel good about that. And if Finau can come away with a win and run down the best player in the game on the back 9 at that golf course last week,
right?
Louis Oosthuizen can win.
That's enough to carry over, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Connors is so good with his irons. Bradley too. I'm an iron guy.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
No.
You're an ironborn, as they said.
Exactly
in
Game of Thrones, right? Although they were the group I probably disliked the most.
Me too. I could not
ironborn.
them to either just all die or go away somewhere.
They were so dirty.
Awful.
Yeah, wasn't that one
dirty too?
Yeah, they're grimy.
Yeah. Well, they live on boats.
Right. Just take a shower every once in a while, will you?
Yeah, I'd rather have Iron Man.
Right. What was the one brother sister? They were ironborn, right? The brother sister oh god,
it was tough, very tough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is let me throw this out at you real quick, and then you see this news about Urban Meyer too. I don't know if you caught this, but I have now. This was the prop betting without Bryson, DJ, Rom, Spieth, JT. Take those guys out, and I got Cam Champ at plus 5,500 to win.
Ooh,
the bomber.
Well, he hits it a long way.
That's all I need. I need a guy that bombs it, right?
Okay.
I took Scheffler plus 100 top 20.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Another bomber, Hovland plus 115 top 20.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to take Cam Champ to do that, I also took him plus 220 for a top 20.
Okay. I like the top 20 better for him.
Okay. And now how about this one? Keith Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. Hits it a long way, too.
Top 20 is plus 490.
Yeah. And he's he just made it kind of inside the top 70. So he needs to do a lot of work this week to make the top 30 for next week.
Great point.
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler betting without Bryson, DJ, Rahm, Spieth, Thomas. I got him to win it at plus 2,200. And a couple more here, just quick. Spieth is the only guy that I believe has played this tournament before this week at that Under Armour event, right?
Yeah, well, he's played there a few times because Under Armour's his sponsor. So he and, the owner, Plank, or, various people at Under Armour have played there a lot.
Now, I don't know where we are on the leaderboard right now, so don't ruin my dream just quite yet. But because of that and only that alone, I put a little flyer on him, nice little small unit on him to first round leader. Now, that's plus 2,600. So
yeah, okay.
$25 nets me 650 on that. And then real quick, 2 head-to-heads. I took Bombers versus short guys. I went Cam Champ versus Russell Henley at plus 122. And I laid 126 for Scheffler versus Webb.
Okay. I like the Scheffler Webb.
Okay. There we go. Oh, by the way, lastly, JT versus Rahm, because anytime I can get JT at plus 152 against
you got to take it.
I'm going to take it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, Harold Varner III.
Hoagie.
And let me see. I hate when these websites just
Hoagie.
Refresh. Yeah, Hoagie.
Is he wearing those Hoagie shoes from Wawa?
From the Wawa? No, I don't think so. Those are running shoes, I think. Hoagie, Varner, and Hovland, and Brooks Koepka all tied at 3 under in the lead.
3 under?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
And your boy Aaron Wise is 2 under.
I like him. I have him a lot in DFS. I did not bet him, although that's always the case. Well, where's Spieth? He hasn't teed off yet, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, look, Webb Simpson is the guy I have to worry about, these short guys. Now, I really wish there was a football game tonight. Not even like there's not even some bad college like
I know. No.
UConn, we have to wait till tomorrow, really?
Oh, is that tomorrow? UConn and Fresno, that's Saturday. Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
And that's a garbage game.
Well, I think Fresno State, if you can take them under 4 touchdowns, would be fun. Really, like, is there any bad college football on tomorrow?
No, it starts Saturday.
There's nothing at all that I can get that's like teams that you've never heard of before?
Well, we talking like FCS?
Yeah, I'll take FCS football tomorrow night. Won't you?
Maybe you can catch a high school game, a Friday night high school game.
No, you can't bet on that, Harry. Come on. Coastal Carolina have to wait till Thursday, September 2nd.
FCS Temple plays on Thursday, September 2nd.
Now they're under 14. That line I see is at 13.5 for Rutgers. Are you interested in that?
I got to see what this team looks like first with this new quarterback.
Well, you have to tell us. I mean, you're the Temple guy. You're the honk here.
Yeah, I haven't been to any practices.
Yeah, but you know everybody.
I mean, they like what they see in all their quarterbacks is what they're saying. But a lot of teams say that.
Okay, that's a very fair assessment.
I don't go by that. Nebraska, Illinois. It looks like it's the first game, and that's a 1:00 start on Saturday.
I know. I'm so disappointed. I have to wait.
I know.
Yeah, because even the FCS action doesn't start technically until 6:00 on Saturday with Eastern Illinois taking on Indiana State.
Oh, boy. Eastern Illinois, that's Tony Romo U.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you have
Garoppolo. Didn't Garoppolo go there too? And Sean Payton went there. How about that? I just rattled off 3 Eastern Illinois.
Did Sean Payton play?
I think he probably played.
I didn't know what position. D-back? He seems like a guy played. A lot of these guys played D-back. Right?
Sirianni was a wide receiver at IUP, baby.
Okay.
Sean Payton. He was a quarterback at Aurora Central High School in Illinois, and then at Eastern Illinois. I'm assuming he played quarterback there.
That's what it was. Quarterback.
Yes.
I didn't realize all 3 of them did.
Interesting.
Interesting. Well, here I thought Sean Payton was like a D. Didn't you think that too?
What?
Like some D-back or something.
He could have been. Maybe he probably played both in high school.
That's true.
Yeah.
High school is different, though, than Eastern. You go to Eastern Illinois, there's some pedigree there. Although he was the first guy of the three, I would imagine.
Yes, he was.
So he set the tone for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Correct.
Oof.
He was not drafted in the 87 draft, but he tried out for the Chiefs. He played quarterback for the Chicago Bruisers and the Pittsburgh Gladiators during the inaugural season of the Arena Football League. I didn't know that.
Is that right?
Yeah, Sean Payton.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's not a short guy, too. That's all. I mean, he's got
5'11", it says.
Yeah, but he's a little taller than that.
Yeah.
When I met him a couple of years ago in the Super Bowl, and now he could be wearing lifts, I'm not sure. But he seemed like he was a 6'1" guy. Like I was with Toomer, and he was not towering over Sean Payton by any means. Height is everything, right? Everything.
Yeah. Oh, no, I was wrong. The stream points it out. It was not IUP. He coached at IUP.
He didn't play there.
No, he played at Mount Union.
Okay.
And the stream, David Himes Jr. on the stream corrected me. He's correct. And that was actually his first coaching job was Mount Union. He coached the D-backs. Then he went to IUP, and that's where he got in with the wide receivers.
Got it. Okay. So, I see what you're saying.
There you go.
Look, a lot of that needed to be explained because we don't want people leaving the show thinking something, bringing it up in a party tonight.
No, yeah, imagine that. You get a water cooler conversation from the middle and you get it wrong because we don't know what we're talking about.
That's right. That's the worst part about it. All right, we're back in 3 coming up. We'll break real quick. Fake news with Ron Culver before we get out of here as well. And we need some sort of update. Like, has Barrett even texted us? Is he okay? Was he kidnapped by the tow truck driver?
I'm not sure.
All right. Fake news next. Back in 3. It's the middle.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
As long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Welcome to the Wildwoods, the perfect place where you can safely do everything or nothing at all. Catch a wave, take a nap, go for a drive, grab a bite. It's your vacation, and we're doing everything we can to make it a safe one. The Wildwoods. Your vacation, your way.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J-Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at ibew98.org.
Field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
This is a key. It's a family tree. It's a pair of wings. It's a secret handshake. And a ticket to anywhere in the world. It's more than a uniform. It's the door to a world most people only dream of. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, Try it on at GoArmy.com.
The Middle on the Sports Map Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right, now all right, let's get fake news in here with Ron Culver. It's going to be the two of us. And make it good, Ron, because this we never know when the next one's coming.
No pressure then.
Zero.
All right. Well, I decided, a lot of times I do themes. Today
Yes.
might be, a little more outrageous stories that are, all three of them are probably hard to believe, but two of them are true. One of them is fake. You ready?
So there is no theme, real quick.
There's not really a theme except for the absurdity of the story.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're a little bit harder to believe on that side.
Let's get it.
Extremes.
Extremes, yes.
Okay.
So here we go. Story number one. A 25-year-old man died after being in a drug-filled state because he used epoxy adhesive to seal his penis shut
Yeah.
instead of using a condom.
Now, we both have seen this. It looks like Harry shaking his head at yes. And
that's true.
Yeah, I've seen. Now, at first, when you thought drug-filled state, I thought you maybe meant like an actual state of the union, which could be Florida, Alabama,
Colorado.
right?
Yeah.
Colorado, depending on the drug, I guess. Right?
Yeah, I actually saw this on the prep sheet, the headline, and I chose not to click on it because I didn't need any more information.
Well, the story is fake, guys. No.
Well, what's the mentality behind it?
Right.
Is this like safe sex?
Well, he didn't want to get his girlfriend pregnant. They didn't have a condom.
He doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
Wow.
Some epoxy adhesive to seal it closed.
Yeah.
Which that glue seeped in and caused the organ failure.
Wow. Oh, okay.
That's just so you guys know, don't use epoxy downstairs.
Yeah. Well, does this idiot not realize, like, withholding the climax, if you will, is like detrimental? Like,
Yes.
you don't let that out.
Although there was a female Olympic athlete who said that was the key to her success.
Yeah. Was getting to the edge. Right?
Yeah, was taking it to the edge, or as a band used to say, take it to the limit.
Y'all, you guys know I can't hear you right now.
No?
Oh my God.
All right, well then I don't know what to tell you. We're in the middle of a segment.
Jesus.
Can you hear us?
What'd you say?
Can you hear us?
I can barely hear you.
This is not going well.
All right, well just
Yeah.
you react. I tell you what, you react when you hear us. How about that? We got your face, which is fine for this. All right, so that's story one. Now, I don't know if you heard the first story, but I don't know if we have time.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Exactly. I'm with Ron.
let's go. Let's keep it moving here.
All right, story number two. At a Minnesota drive-in theater, a man survived after the car he was leaning against was struck by lightning. This happened during a double feature of Jungle Cruise and Black Widow.
That's a sign from above that he's at the wrong movies.
Wow. That's what you get for watching that garbage
Exactly.
product.
You pay money to see Jungle Cruise, and you get everything you get. That's God or whatever power, higher power you pray to,
Right.
letting you know that you made a mistake, but there's still time to correct it.
That higher power is giving his movie review.
Yes,
Right?
exactly right. You die if you didn't see Black Widow. Like maybe Black Widow saved that person's life, right?
Right.
All right. So where was this again? You said Minnesota.
At a drive-in theater. Story number three. A retired husband and wife from New York were tired of the snow, so they packed up and moved to California, only to have their house destroyed by a wildfire. They decided then to leave California and move to Oklahoma, but their home was damaged by a tornado.
Wait. So when they moved from New York City or state?
State.
Okay.
New York to California to avoid the snow. They get a wildfire, burns their house. And then they go to the Midwest, Oklahoma, and get zipped by a tornado.
Yeah. So stay away from this family.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's true. And 2 is the fake story.
Why? I'm curious.
Well, I just think that could happen. Like it's more plausible to me than it is getting struck by lightning, leaning up against a car at some dopey drive-in theater watching bad movies.
Yeah, that's such a specific story, though.
What? Because he put in the movie titles?
Yeah,
yeah,
and like struck by lightning. It's just,
right.
Although I don't know, I did get the feeling that Ron really tried on this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
this is definitely good work. I mean,
I say 2.
You're going to say 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, I thought you said 3. Yes.
No, I'm going 2 is the fake.
Yeah.
Or no, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, 2 is the fake story for me. Yeah,
let's do that. Both on 2.
You guys are on the same page.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are both wrong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you went 3 initially, and you got it there,
Yeah,
Harry.
he said 3 was real. He said he could believe a family from New York, or a husband and wife from New York, retired to California to have their house burnt down, and then went to Oklahoma to have their house zipped by a tornado.
Now, what is this from? Did you rip it off from like some
movie?
Hillbillies, or?
No, I just was thinking about all the craziness that's going around in the world. I was like, imagine that. Actually, it's loosely based off a neighbor of mine.
Okay.
Really?
I had a neighbor growing up because I grew up in Northridge, California, and I went through the Northridge earthquake. You guys all
I remember that.
Heard about that one. That was, my hometown. It was a crazy month
of
chaos. But my neighbor across the street, they had an older son who had just moved back in with them prior to that, but he had went through Hurricane Andrew as well. So he experienced and an earthquake.
That's
within
insane.
A calendar year.
That's like the woman who's like 100 and some odd years old that's experienced both pandemics.
Yeah.
Like, come on. That's rough.
Yeah, and all the world wars too.
Right.
You know?
All right, we're back in 3 here. It's the middle. We didn't break earlier, right?
I'm not sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
As long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Welcome to the Wildwoods, the perfect place where you can safely do everything or nothing at all. Catch a wave, take a nap, go for a drive, grab a bite. It's your vacation, and we're doing everything we can to make it a safe one. The Wildwoods. Your vacation, your way.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at ibew98.org.
On the field of life, First Trust Bank is there for you.
Champions on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Because Philadelphia dreams deserve a Philadelphia bank.
This is a key It's a family tree. It's a pair of wings. It's a secret handshake. And a ticket to anywhere in the world. It's more than a uniform. It's the door to a world most people only dream of. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong. Try it on at GoArmy.com.
Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks,
All
and
right.
Harry Mays.
Now, what are we going to do here?
Not sure. This is really a disaster. Barrett checking in from the tow truck. He can't hear us because I guess the tow truck guy doesn't have Bluetooth that Barrett could tap into, right? So this is just a mess.
But I have to leave in 5
minutes.
too.
I know.
I have to go to I have to drive my wife to a doctor's appointment. And then I'm sitting there in the car for a little bit waiting with the AC, and the baby may go into her parents' office, which is next door.
Right.
But I was invited. Now this is 1:45, 2 o'clock that it would be taped. But I was invited this morning by Kevin Kincaid to join. I guess one of their guys bailed on these bad draft videos. Have you ever seen these? These bad draft videos that Crossing Broad does? Yes.
But
So
I'm on there quite a bit, and I don't know what you're talking about.
they do these videos called bad drafts where they just draft crap.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right. It's in strange categories.
Yes.
I know now. I know what you're talking
But I
about.
think they call it bad drafts.
Right. Okay.
So real quick, by the way, Kevin Kincaid's write-up of Howard Eskin is not flattering, to say the least.
Howard Eskin celebrating his 35th anniversary of being with WIP.
Correct.
It's
Anyway,
pretty incredible.
Congrats to Howard. I'm reading this from Kevin. Anyway, congrats to Howard. Seriously. His brand is BS. He spells it out, but he's very good at it. And so we begrudgingly acknowledge that and give the man credit. He is the king. If you're scared of the king, get a dog.
Wow.
That's how he ended it.
The king of BS. You know, that's it's not like he's gotten everything's BS. He's gotten a lot right over those 35 years.
Well, that's what Kincaid references, is that he hasn't been the news breaking journalist for 10 plus years. That he's more been like that. It's just, I love Howard. And we try to.
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious.
But apparently that was the criticism of Howard, was that he is no longer that breaking news journalist. And it's unfair to say that there is nobody that works harder. Okay.
Well, I mean, it works hard. I mean, he was at every game, like year after year after year for all the teams. It was amazing. It was like he was never home.
Right.
Yep. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't have been able to pull that off.
No.
Even as a single guy, I wouldn't want to do that.
Correct. Now, see, this is the issue, though, is that we can end early here.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that mean for Ron down at Sports Map, who is expecting the final 15 of the show?
Maybe I just do the show with Ron.
I can leave you up. Yeah.
Right. And we talk about, Dell and Sonia Curry and their ugly divorce.
Now, could you do that, Ron Culver? Break maybe at the last possible time, and then you just talk for like 30 seconds and say thanks to everybody and have a good day?
No.
No, from a logistical standpoint, or no because you don't want to do it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, one means like we can't do it. The other is I'm just going to leave.
Harry's idea. I mean, Harry and I can sit here. We can talk Sonia.
Right. So the only thing is that we have to cover the commercials. So when you break, Harry,
what time do I break?
I'll let you know.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. We can end the show at like 55 or 55:30, the last possible moment that we can go before breaking. And then Xander, who is the AP of the entire JAKIB Media YouTube channel here, can end the show manually on our end. And then Ron comes back for 20 seconds and either just plays the stinger or says, hey, everybody have a great night.
Yep.
Is that fair?
I can do that.
All right. Now,
all right. So we're gonna take it just Ron and I for the what the next 10 minutes. Ron, is that about it? No, I'm not hearing Ron. Is Ron there?
Yeah. All right. So
I couldn't hear him.
This is what we'll do. You'll have to have me up.
Oh, I see. I got you. If you X out of it, that's the connection to Ron.
Correct.
So you don't have to be there, but your connection has to be there.
Right. So it's up. Okay. So I keep putting me back up.
You can still hear me then.
Yeah. Now I can.
All right. Perfect.
Now you
can.
can.
Right.
Okay.
Now, this Dell and Sonia Curry thing has me very intrigued ever since, actually, even before Ron sent me this text, because I know Ron's in on this. He likes this kind of stuff. You sent me this text a couple days ago about their divorce.
Yeah.
And I was already reading about it, man. I'm fascinated by it.
That was before I knew any of the details, though.
Right.
I thought it was just, hey, there was a trial separation. They split up. I'm thinking about the kids.
Right.
Divorce is always hardest on the kids.
Yeah, the grown kids that are making bazillions of dollars. You're worried about them.
I'm worried about them. But
okay.
Then the new news, and I know that's what you're jumping into, right? The new news.
Yeah.
Of Sonia, the Dell is like going guns a-blazing.
Yeah, he's accusing her of cheating on him, apparently with this NFL player that played for the Patriots back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, he played like 2 seasons and then 2 games.
I think he was a tight end.
Real quick. Tell Ron Culver I'm switching over to the brick, okay, to bump you up a little bit. All right.
Going to the brick, man. I have a brick. Why don't I ever use my brick with this setup? Is Ron there?
I'm waiting for him
to switch it over.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that just just there he is.
There you go.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Fine. Get out of here.
We're good. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
Now all we need now is Barrett to pop in.
What's that?
Now all we need now is Barrett to pop in from a tow truck.
And that would be, it would probably ruin everything.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a 1988 NFL draft pick, Steven Johnson. Some big dude. And Dell is alleging that she was cheating on him with this guy before they filed for the separation and the divorce. And she's denying that. And then she's saying that he actually cheated on her before.
Yeah, this is where you got to think about the kids. I mean, what kind of pressure is this putting through Seth and Steph? First of all, they've ruined their names, by the way. You can never have a Steph and Seth.
No, you can't.
With kids, because you're never going to get the right one.
Right.
Any parent knows that by now. But is this going to be used against them throughout the NBA season, or will fans players will be sensitive, but will fans ever be sensitive?
Well, I think
have it.
I think people will let him have it. Probably, fans are ruthless. They're brutal. It's gotten worse. I mean, the decorum of the fan-player relationship is never. I don't think it's ever going back. Like it's bad. So if you don't like Steph Curry and you want to give him the business, you're probably going to say something about his dad or his mom now.
Yep.
Now that they're divorced. His mom was always like a sort of not a target, but everybody liked her because she's a very attractive, MILF.
Yes.
And they get respect in the sports world.
And that was, at first that's what I thought the story was going, was just all of a sudden people found out she was single and everybody started, tweeting at her.
I got excited.
It was like, all right, this is definitely going one way.
Right.
And, that's why I always was joking about Steph and Seth. But then, Dell comes out with guns a-blazing going, oh, let me tell you about her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Sonia's clapping back. Let me tell you about him. We need cameras. We need a reality show based on this right now.
Now, how do you set the reality show up? Is Steph and Seth also involved? Maybe it's just them, in a beach house somewhere in Myrtle Beach, and you just kind of throw them all together in one room and hash it out. Cooking with curries. I kind of like this idea because then you might be able to you got to have the obligatory Sonia Curry in a bikini episode.
Well, that's why I put it at the beach.
Right. No, the beach is good. And you pick the right beach too, like either the Outer Banks or Myrtle, because the parents are East Coast.
Yeah, no, because they're all North Carolina, right?
Yeah, I believe they're down in Charlotte, I think.
Yeah, so why not? That's where, yeah.
Yeah.
I figured South Carolina. I don't know if there's any good beaches in North Carolina.
Oh, there are. The Outer Banks are great. And I actually lived at Wrightsville Beach, which is Wilmington, essentially Wilmington. It's down near the Cape Fear. It's on the Cape Fear where it's like hurricanes. It's a magnet for hurricanes, but it's beautiful.
See, look, they just need to hire us. We got this whole show written for you.
I know.
You guys, just let Steph Curry know that doing this will make him a mega superstar.
Yeah, right. And through this filming, we're going to learn that Del Curry actually chews on a mouthpiece too, and that's where Steph got it from.
Yeah.
He's walking around the beach house chewing on an old mouthpiece
Or jersey. Like, just keep putting his jersey in his mouth as well.
Yeah,
Doesn't Steph do that as well? Just like half a jersey.
Yeah, what he like pulled up, one of the like the part that goes over the shoulder. What do they call that? The tank top part of it, and he put that in his mouth and like chew on it. These kids, they must have had teething nightmares.
And then what we need to know, who needs to really weigh in on all this? Draymond. Because Draymond, he knows the Currys.
Oh yeah,
weigh in on it.
I'm one. Yeah, Draymond and trying to think. Charles Barkley. We would need his opinion.
Did he work with Dell?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, he did.
So
yeah,
maybe he was there. Maybe he was the one who introduced Dell and Sonia together, that created this whole dynasty.
Possibly. I wonder how she met the ex-New England Patriots guy. He's some big businessman now.
Yeah, I saw real estate.
Yeah, real estate guy.
This story has so many legs. I'm wanting more details to come out.
Me too. But I was very excited to know that she's now available, and then I was dismayed when I found out she's already got a guy.
That was apparently started afterwards.
Wouldn't it be better if she has a guy and he's like a young dude, like he's in his like late 20s, early 30s, instead of the age that this guy is, which is like my age?
Yeah. If she went younger.
Yeah.
Than Steph.
Right.
Yeah. If she became one of those guys, like, going after the pool cabana boy.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fantastic.
Yes.
I was really amazed, though, that we did not hear one thing about this story for over a year. They'd been separated for over a year, and we didn't hear one thing about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know they were separated until you sent me the text the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until I found out. I've heard that they divorced. I'm like, no one wants to talk about a divorce, but I'll want to talk about all these guys shooting their shot at Sonia Curry and how that's going to be fun for Steph and Seth on the basketball court. But then you find out they were separated for a year. It's like, God, I thought this would be news that we would have known.
Right. How do we get Drake involved in the live or the reality show?
Oh, well, he can maybe trade Seth to, where does Seth play, by the way?
Seth, college?
No, we're professionally.
Well, he's with the Sixers now.
Is he with the Sixers?
Yeah, he's with the Sixers, but he was with the Mavericks. He was with a couple of teams.
No, you trade him to Toronto, then he becomes then he becomes good friends with Drake. Drake writes the theme song.
Okay, so yeah, but Drake jumps on any team. Like he's not. He just jumps on any good team.
Yeah,
I don't think he's like Toronto only.
No,
I
thought he was Toronto only.
No, he jumps on any good team. He's a Nets fan when it's convenient. He's a fraud. He's an opportunist and a fraud when it comes to the NBA. Now, the stream is telling me, A. Dillard says that I can't afford Wrightsville Beach anymore. He's probably right. It was so cheap to live down there. I was there in the mid 90s.
I got to get to that part of the country. I've never been down there. I got to see what the waters the Currys like to be in.
Right. It's good. I can tell you. It's not Southern California good, but it's good.
Yeah, California is great if you can afford it.
Yeah.
They pretty much price you out of living there.
Right. Is that why you got out?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can. You can't afford that.
You don't have the La Jolla budget.
I literally the last place I lived in was down in San Diego. My wife, it was just my wife and I, and we had 2 kids. We were in like a 2-bedroom home, right? Just a 2-bedroom home. Kids were sharing a room. Opposite, my wife and I were sharing a room, and it had a loft to it. Paying about $2,200 a month
for the loft.
For the whole home. I mean, but it wasn't really that great. It wasn't that big. It was like,
what was the square footage?
Like maybe 1,400.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was expensive.
Yeah.
As opposed to being anywhere else. I mean, I don't know. Always being in a city is always going to be more expensive, but I don't know. It was just that was a little more outrageous.
Yeah, well, that's where they get you. They're charging you for being able to look out your window and see the beach. You know, they're charging you for no rain except in the month of February or whenever you guys got rain.
I really have an issue with that, where my commute to work started off looking at the ocean.
Yeah, that is not bad. I mean, can you put a price on that?
Not really.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I get you.
Right, well, this about wraps up the middle.
Okay.
Eytan ditched us.
Yep. Barrett ditched us.
Barrett ditched everybody.
Yeah.
We'll do it all again tomorrow.
Love it, Ron.
All right.
Talk to you tomorrow.
The middle.
It is one of the